Well, I hit a big ass bump in my Jetta and broke the motor mount, and it ripped the bolts out of the threads, which caused my whole engine to fall, putting a big ass hole in my oil pan. In case you didn't see my last video where I was stuck on the side of the road. Now, ironically, I had just went and bought a skid plate, which is back there, and I also had just ordered new motor mounts, which are here the next day. But unfortunately, these are wrong. They are actually for a VR6, which in case you didn't know this, a 1.8 turbo is not a VR6. Now, they are very similar. In fact, I think this one, which is the trans mount, is the same. But the engine mount, if I compare it to the old one where the holes used to be are over here a lot, on this one, they're more centered. And it was a lot worse. I actually flipped this piece to move it over, but it wasn't enough. So before, the holes were like here, which was like 1.5 inches too much. But instead of just giving up, sending these back, and ordering an OE replacement, I came up with this guy. I was planning on spacing these mounts out anyways, since, you know, I really don't want to lose another pan. This is going to be number 3, by the way. And spacers for these things are, well, expensive. So I just took 4 pieces of 1/4 inch plate, so this is 1 inch thick, drilled 4 holes, recessed 2 on this side, and then recessed 2 on this side, and welded nuts inside. So now I can put it in the car like that, and then the mount will bolt on top of it like that, moving it over that inch I need. And everything should line up about perfect. And it gives me my spacer that I'm making anyways. I do have to do one for this side too, but like I said, since it's hopefully the same, I should just have to do 4 plates with 4 holes, and it should be pretty simple. And then I'm pretty sure I'm going to have the only 1.8 turbo with VR6 mounts. I'm still going to grind some bevels in these and weld it all together and grind it down to make it look nice, because, well, why not? I'm already making it. But for something that didn't cost me a bunch more money and a bunch more time, I'm pretty happy with this. Once I get it ground down and painted, I think it'll look pretty sweet in there too, because I'm going to be cleaning up a lot of this. That is assuming that, you know, my motor isn't hurt, which if it is, I'll be swapping in another one. That'll also be motor number 3 for this poor little car. Still under 110,000 miles though, so, you know. Now when it comes to the threads on this part of the mount that is still attached to the motor, the new mounts come with bolts that are obviously still the same thread, however they are steel. Now since I don't really want to take this out and buy another one, which again I will be waiting on, and also don't have a tap and or bolt big enough to just drill it out and tap something bigger in it. So instead, I'm just going to put this bolt back in there because the threads honestly still feel really good. And then I'm going to take this guy, turn it down on my lathe with a slight taper, and then shove it in that hole as far as I possibly can. And what this will do is act as a safety pin in case my engine ever decides it wants to try falling again. Hopefully that'll be a good enough solution because I really don't want to replace that. And honestly, if I did, I'm not confident the threads would be any stronger than what I currently have. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Either way, I'm still really happy with this solution. Don't forget to follow if you want to see how all this turns out and so I can maybe one day afford this shit.